Hello everyone, welcome back in my channel. I am Sachin Sirohi. In this video, I will discuss about the Databricks Certified Generative AI Engineer Associate. So, I have successfully passed this exam. So, I want to share my experience with you. In this video, I will cover about the syllabus and MCQ questions and the area of the questions where the more chances to come into the exam. So those basically are already working in any company or any organization and want to enhance your skills for your promotion, upgrade yourself. So this will be very easy. So before giving this exam, some basic knowledge should be clear, like the basic knowledge of the Databricks environment, Unity catalog, all the running operations should be clear. So, and machine learning and Python related knowledge should be clear. So this is related to the generative AI. That means generative AI, LLM, RAG, vector DB should be clear. So I want to share some information. Like firstly, you have to ensure the area of the question, the syllabus you have to cover. Like design application, that is 14%, data preparation, that is again the 14%, application development 30%, and assembling and deploying apps, that is 22%, and governance 8%, and evaluation and monitoring, that is 12%. This is the syllabus you have to cover according to the exam. Now, so assessment detail, like it is proctored certification and total number of scored question, that is 45, time limit 90 minutes, and registration fees is $200. This is the assessment detail. Can be vary, but it is pretty fine. Now I want to discuss the questions related to this exam, like managing storage constraint in vector stores. So obviously machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, so mostly focus into the generative AI concept, and the Databricks knowledge should be clear. So a generative AI engineer is loading 150 million embedding, 150 million embedding into a vector database that has a strict limit of 100 million record. Okay, 100. So strict limit, that is 100 million, but we just want to load the 150 million embedding. So which two action you can take to effectively reduce the total record count? So you have to select the two answer. First, increase the document chunking size. So you can increase the chunking size, like those chunking you are following, and decrease the overlapping between chunk, or decrease the overlapping between chunk. So what is chunking? Like increase the document chunk size, reduce the total number of chunk generate from the text, like just kind of the bundle. Okay. Similarity, decreasing the overlap, ensure few but redundant chunk are created, so overlapping should be reduced. Changing the embedding model, changing the dimensions, size, individual vector, do not change the total count of the record. So no need to change the total count, just to change the chunking size and work on the overlapping. Okay. So I have already ensured you that some generative AI, vector DB, and the LLM RAG approach should be clear, and the Databricks knowledge, Unity catalog, all the ETL process, little bit basic Databricks, not to the advanced, but generative AI, machine learning part should be clear. Mostly focus to the generative AI. Now, identifying the right NLP task, an engineer need to build an application component that take a paragraph long memo field and condenses, okay, it into a single sentence summary. So long paragraph want to fit into a single sentence summary, showing intent to fit the application front end. Okay, under the natural language processing, NLP, we are familiar with the NLP, NLTK, stemming, lemmatization, okay, sentimental analysis. So task category, should they evaluate potential model? Okay. So which is useful, that is summarization. So I think you are also familiar, like text classification, sanitize is not text to that is not word to text. Okay. So here the correct answer, summarization. Some different but you should have to prepare about the NLP concept like stemming, lemmatization, okay, NLTK, stop word, and sentimental analysis. So the objective is to distill a longer block of text, a paragraph, in its core meaning while making a significant total. Okay, summarization. Parsing text from scanned media. Okay, text to scanned media. So RAG application need to ingest scan document that save as image, like format into JPG or PNG. The engineer team want to develop a text extraction solution using the least amount of custom code. Which Python library is best suited to extracting this py set? Okay. We also familiar with some other library like Beautiful Soft, Web Scraping, Scrappy, PyQuery, Pandas, NumPy, sklearn, PyTorch. Okay. There are lots of Python libraries, should be clear, but here the correct answer is C, because the file are image and optical character recognition, OCR, it is required for this py asset. Okay, that is correct answer is. Now, architecting multi-route LLM workflow. Okay, I have already defined like LLM and RAG should be clear. Okay, an external chatbot has two distinct set of requirements. Identify if an incoming query is about an upcoming event. Okay, upcoming event, which route to text to SQL engine, or if it's about purchasing ticket, which route to a payment processing gateway, and what is the ideal implementation pattern for this workflow. So here the correct answer is B. Implement the chatbot as a multi-step LLM workflow. The first utilize the intent classification router to identify the question type, then dynamically route the request to the correct system. That is the correct scenario. And complex production application use router pattern like often to like LangChain, LangGraph, okay, chain nodes, LangGraph, Mosaic AI, agentic AI should be clear, like some, that means it will automatically take a decision to classify user intent step before passing the content. This is the reason. Correct answer is. Now optimizing chunking parameter via LLM evaluation. So an engineer wants to methodological optimize the chunking strategy and configuration for RAG system using an automated evaluation feedback loop. Which strategy provides the most scalable approach for assessing answer quality against specific chunk variation? So here the correct answer is C, because create a LLM as a judge matrix to evaluate how well past questions are answered using retrieved context from different chunking configuration, different chunking configuration that optimize based on the metric score. The reason LLM as a judge is a standard practice recommendation by Databricks for evaluating RAG application at scale. Next, integrating model with Unity catalog. I hope you are familiar with the Unity catalog. Unity catalog, that means a generative AI engineer need to register a machine learning model, okay, in Databricks Unity catalog for enterprise grade deployment. So what core operational benefit does this provide? So it provides central model governance, lineage tracking, versioning, access control, the workspace. That is the main advantage, that is centralized model governance. Okay, Unity catalog function, centralized governance layer, registering model. Unity catalog allow you to manage access. That means you can easily manage the access, grant the access as per the role. Prompt engineering constraint. An LLM system keep generating responses that fail to match the company's expected tone and style guide, which approach will not improve the LLM and adherence to the desired tone. Here the correct answer is D. Decrease the context length parameter. Decrease the context length parameter of the LLM down to the minimum limit. Okay. Decrease the context length to reduce the amount of text that is can read or output. It does nothing to guide style or tone, and it might actually clip out necessary instruction or few short examples. Next, Databricks SQL or batch inference. I hope you are familiar with the SQL and batch, like trigger, batch, start procedure, view. Okay, different. So you have a delta table containing million of customer product review. You want to perform batch text classification, like sentimental analysis. You want to perform that using foundation model managed by Databricks model. Which SQL function should you use to execute this workflow directly and efficiently inside the Databricks? That is very useful. AI query. Like you want to perform the sentimental analysis, the bulk of the data inside the Databricks, that is useful. AI query. Now, which Databricks feature is primarily used to implement retrieval augmented generation, that is RAG, by storing and searching document embedding, that is vector search. We are familiar like text to vec. Okay, so Databricks vector store vector embedding and perform similarity search. RAG basically work on the similarity search as compared to the LLM. I think you are aware. Enabling RAG application to retrieve the relevant context before sending prompt to an LLM. So we just want to work on the similarity search. Like take an example, if we are talking about the example of the banking, so we are providing some PDF related to the banking. So firstly it will search to the relevant PDF, then it will provide the relevant search, then will send to the prompt LLM, large language model. Okay. So that is the hierarchy. So why are embedding generated before storing document in a vector DB? So why we are generating and storing to a vector database? Convert text into numerical, that is vector representation, for semantic similarity search. That is a complete hierarchy. Okay. Embedding represents the semantic meaning of text as numerical vector, like llama, allowing similar document pinecone to be found using vector similarity instead of exact keyword matching. That will enhance the working of it. So I hope these questions you are getting properly. If you have any question, any doubt, so you can comment me. I will reply your comment. And those are basically planning for this kind of a certification. You can share with your friend. And if you want to watch also some Databricks certification related to Databricks, so you can watch my playlist. So I have complete, because I have clear lots of certificates. So now I just want to end my video. Thank you very much for watching this video.